So hello everyone. For this video clip, I'll be explaining about my robot mechanism here, and it's using 5-bar mechanism to moving its grabber here. Okay, so first of all, this is the main part of the 5-bar mechanism here. As you can see, it has 5 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth one is over here. You might not see it, but it's an imaginary bar there. And it is controlled by 2 motor here at its pivot point. And this mechanism allows it to be able to control the grabber or its peak point here, to be able to move with the various range of motion. And I will explain it again how various it is for its range of motion. And as you can see here, there's also another two extra bars here, which they are parallel to to the main bars. To make it clearer, I will draw it out in 2D diagram. So this is the 5 bars, and this is its peak point where the grabber is attached. Over here is the peak point where the grabber is attached, and these 2 parts down here is where motor is controlling. And basically, if we see it as a coordinate point here, this is y-axis and this is x-axis. With these 2 motors, they work together to be able to position this peak point here, to be able to land on a different coordinates. These 2 motors can control its peak point to be able to move horizontally or vertically, which is pretty cool, right? And its range of motion is so much. It's very, its range of motion is pretty wide, so it can move from here to here, here to here, here to here. The limitation is just its length of the bar here. If we increase the length, it will be able to reposition itself farther to its origin. Here is its origin. So I will show you the videos and explain why the robot is running. Okay, as you can see here, the robot is going to grab the red box. Once it grabs the red box, the 5-bar mechanism, the 5-bar mechanism will be able to reposition itself according to the coordinates that we want. So if we want to increase like y-axis, these 2 motors will work together to move up or down. If we want to decrease or increase the x coordinates, so here these 2 motors work together, and it can move its position in a diagonal direction also. So it's not only vertical, it can move itself like diagonally also. Yeah. But a lot of people might be curious, why do we need these two extra bar here? These two extra bar doesn't affect any of its coordinates on repositioning, but it helps the mechanism to hold the grabber. As you can see here, this part is attaching to the grabber, and these two bars here, making sure that the grabber, the part that attached to the grabber will be parallel to the surface. This means that the grabber won't tip or won't move, won't rotate up or down while it's moving. The grabber will always be parallel to the ground here, which makes it easy to control. And to program this mechanism, here we will be using a formula called inverse kinematics. Which basically we will know at which position we want the peak points to be, and this inverse kinematics formula will tell us the degrees between these two angles. We will call them theta 2 at this angle and theta 4 at this angle. And once we have the coordinates point here, so this is how it works. Once we have the coordinate points, we put it and go through the process of inverse kinematics. We will know the theta 2 and theta 4 to set the angle for the motors. And once the motor is set to the right angle, the peak point will be positioned at the right coordinates. Yeah, that's it for 5-bar mechanism and inverse kinematics. Thank you.